Okay, guys, so this will be our reviewer for sequences. Let's have our first question. So what is the next term in the geometric sequence for negative 12, 36? And just like what we always do, we take the sequence. So I'll copy this sequence. I'll paste it here. So we have our sequence here, and then we identify the pattern. So from 4 to negative 12. So how do we get negative 12 from 4? So we multiply it by negative 3. And then from negative 12 to 36, how do we get 36 from negative 12? Again, we multiply it by negative 3. So we will just continue the pattern to get the next term. So what do we get when we multiply 36 by negative 3? So 36 times negative 3 is negative 108. So our answer is D. Let us proceed to our second question. Find the common difference in the arithmetic sequence 3, 13 over 4, 7 over 2, 15 over 4. So, customarily, we use D is equal to A sub 2 minus A sub 1 in finding the common difference. Because by definition, the common difference is derived or calculated by subtracting any two consecutive terms. This time around, I will not use A sub 2 minus A sub 1. Rather, we want to use A sub 3 minus A sub 2. Because they are both fractions. If we use A sub 2 minus A sub 1, one is a fraction, one is a whole number. Baka malito pa tayo. So, instead, we use A sub 3 minus A sub 2. A sub 3 is 7 over 2 minus A sub 2, which is 13 over 4. So at this point, we want fractions that are similar. And similar fractions are fractions that have the same denominators. So we want to convert 7 over 2 to a fraction that has a denominator of 4. And how do we do that? So we simply just multiply 7 over 2 by 2. And we will get 14 over 4. We multiply both the numerator and denominator by 2. And then we have minus 13 over 4. Sir, parehas lang ba yan yung 14 over 4 tsaka 7 over 2? Yes, because if we reduce 14 over 4 to its simplest form, we get 7 over 2. Now that we have similar fractions, then we can just do the operation on the numerators. So 14 minus 13, that is 1. And then just copy the denominator. And that is our final answer. D is 1/4, which is letter A. Let us proceed to our third problem. Which of the following is the sum of all multiples of 3 from 15 to 48? So there are certain items here that will cause confusion to all of you. First is that, what are these multiples of 3? So itong mga multiples of 3, ito yung 3, 6, 9, 12, and so on. Now, the second point is that the multiples of 3 na kukuhanin natin yung sum from 15 lang to 48. So, hindi kasama yung 3, 6, 9, tsaka 12. So, mag-start tayo sa 15. So, that's 15. And then we have 18. That's also a multiple of 3. And then 21. And so on until 48, which is also a multiple of 3. Now, the first question is, how many multiples of 3 are there from 15 to 48? Ilan lahat yan? Yung multiples of 3 from 15 to 48. Kasi kailangan nating makuha yung sum. So kailangan alam muna natin ilan lahat yung mga terms dito sa sequence na nabuo natin, which is obviously arithmetic. So what we want to do first is to use the formula for finding the nth term of an arithmetic sequence, which is a sub n equals a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d. This time around, we are solving for n. Now, let us plug in our data from this sequence. So we have 48. Our assumed last term is equal to a sub 1, 15 plus the quantity of n minus 1. We are solving for n, and d is 3. At this point, what we want to do is to distribute 3 to the terms inside the parenthesis. So we will have here 48 equals 15 plus 3 times n, that's 3n, minus 3 times 1 is 3. And then just simplify. So I think we can do this. 15 minus 3, so that's 48, equals 12 plus 3n. Since we are solving for n, the term that contains n should be isolated on one side. E meron siyang kasama, yung 12. So what we want to do is to transpose 12 to the other side. And upon passing through the equal sign, it will change its sign. So it is now 48. From a positive 12, it will be a minus 12. It's equal to 3n. So 48 minus 12, that is 36 equals 3n. Divide both sides by 3. So we can cancel 3 and we are left with n, which is equal to 36 over 3, that is 12. That's equal to n. So ngayon, 12 silang lahat. 12 lahat yung multiples of 3 from 15 to 48. The question now is, what is the sum of those 12 terms that are multiples of 3 from 15 to 48? So we can now use the formula for arithmetic series. That is S sub n equals n times the quantity of 2 a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d all over 2. Let us now plug in our given data. So we have S sub 12 is equal to 12 times the quantity of 2. A sub 1 is 15. That is the first multiple of 3 from 15 to 48. Plus the quantity of 12 minus 1 times 3 all over 2. If it so happened, kapag nagkataon that this item here is divisible by 2, you can cancel it together with 2. And then you just are left with whatever the divided by 2 is. So that in this particular case, that is 6. So we are now left with S sub 12 is equal to 6 times 2 times 15 is 30 plus 12 minus 1, that's 11, times 3, that's 33. So S sub 12 now is equal to 6 times 33. Which is equal to, not 33, 63. Kasi diba, 30 plus 33. Sorry. So S sub 12 now is equal to 378. 378. But I'm not so sure if that is really 378. So let me use my calculator. So we have 6 times 63 equals 378. So where is 378? That is right here. So obviously the solution is lengthy, ang haba. So what you want to do if sobrang haba nung solution is maybe you can use your calculators, no? And just press it. So 15 multiples of 3 plus 18 plus 21 plus 24 plus 27 plus 30 plus 33 plus 36 plus 39 plus 42 plus 45 plus 48 equals, and you get also 378. So whichever method do you prefer, it's up to you. For as long as you get the correct answer, it's fine with me. Let's proceed to number 4. What is the sum of all odd integers between 8 and 26? So same concept dun sa previous question. Kailangan muna nating malaman kung ilan lahat yung odd integers between 8 and 26. So when we say odd integers, these are integers that are non-divisible by 2. So obviously, 8 is divisible by 2, but 9 is non-divisible. So that is the first term. 9, 11, we have there 13 until 26 is divisible by 2, between lang, sa pagitan lang ng 8 tsaka 26. So up until just 25. So this will be our sequence, which obviously is arithmetic once again. We just do not know how many terms we have in this particular sequence. So just like in our third problem, what we want to do first is to find n using the formula a sub n equals a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d. And we are solving for n para malaman natin kung ilan silang lahat. So we have here 25 equals a sub 1 is 9 plus n minus 1 times d, which is 2. And then we distribute 2 to the terms inside the parentheses. So we'll have here 25 equals 9 plus 2n minus 2. And then we simplify further. So I think we can do 9 minus 2. So 25 now is equal to 7 plus 2n. Since we are solving for n, the term that contains n should be isolated on one side of the equation. May kasama siyang 7. So we will transpose 7 to the other side. If it passes through the equal sign, of course, because that is on the other side, it changes its sign. So 25 now, this is a positive 7, which will become a minus 7, is equal to 2n. So 25 minus 7 is 18, is equal to 2n. Divide both sides by 2. So we can cancel 2 and we are left with n. So 18 over 2 is 9. Is equal to n. So ibig sabihin, siyam silang lahat. Siyam lahat yung odd integers between 8 and 26. Now that we know how many odd integers we have, we can now use the formula for arithmetic series to solve for the sum. So S sub n equals n times the quantity of 2a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d all over 2. So, adjust ko lang na konti. Bababa ko lang to ha. And then we can now substitute. We plug in our given data. So this is S sub 9. We are looking for the sum of the first 9 terms. N is also 9 times the quantity of 2a sub 1 is, I forgot, 9. Plus the quantity of 9 minus 1 times 2 all over 2. So unlike in problem number 3, where we were able to cancel this item and 2 below, this time around we cannot because this is non-divisible by 2. So if that is the case, then we will just have to simplify further. So this is going to be 9. And this is going to be an 18. 2 times 9. Plus 9 minus 1, that's an 8 times 2. 16. Over 2. So we have here 9 times 18 plus 16, 34. Over 2. So at this point, you can either cancel these two because 34 is divisible by 2 and you will be left here with 17, or simply just multiply 9 and 34 and then divide the product by 2. You will get the same answer. But anyway, 9 times 17, let's use our calculator. 9 times 17, we get 153. So S sub 9 is equal to 153. Which is letter A. Or, since medyo may kahabaan yung solution, you can just use your calculator and then just press everything. So 9 plus 11 plus 13 plus 15 plus 17 plus 19 plus 21 plus 23 plus 25. And you also get 153. Ingat lang sa pagpindot para hindi magkamali ng sagot. Anyway, let us proceed to number 5. If 3 arithmetic means are inserted between 11 and 39, find the second arithmetic mean. So we have here 11, and then we have to insert 3 arithmetic means between that 11 and 39. So we have 11, 1, 2, 3, And then we have 39. We are looking for the second arithmetic mean. Yung pangalawa. Nasaan yung pangalawa? E di ito. So yan yung hinahanap natin. So to find arithmetic means, what we want to do is to solve for the common difference using the formula for the nth term of an arithmetic sequence. So we'll have a sub n equals a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d. A sub n, the assumed last term, that is gonna be 39, equals a sub 1 is 11 plus the quantity of n. Ilan silang lahat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5. 5 minus 1 times d. Yun nga hindi natin alam. Yun yung sinosolve natin. So simplifying further, we'll have 39 equals 11 plus 5 minus 1 for d. So, since we are solving for d, the term that contains d should be isolated on one side of the equation. So, we can transpose 11 to the other side. We should transpose 11 to the other side to give us 39 minus 11. That's equal to 4d. 39 minus 11, that's 28, equals 4d. Divide both sides by 4. So we can cancel 4 and we are left with d, which is 28 over 4, that's 7. It's equal to d. So we now know the common difference, 7. So since this is arithmetic, so add lang tayo ng add. So 11 plus 7, 18, plus 7, 25, plus 7, 32, plus 7, 39. Check nyo lang para alam nyo kung tama talaga. Kapag sakto, tama. Pag hindi, mali. Hinahanap natin the second arithmetic mean. So that is B, 25. Next problem. If 3 geometric means are inserted between 1 and 256, find the third geometric mean. So parang parehas yung tema dun sa problem number 5. Ang kaibahan lang, geometric yung sequence na dapat nating mabuo. Pangalawa, third geometric mean yung hinahanap. Pero same concept, no? So we have 1, we'll insert 3 geometric means. So 1, 2, 3, and then we have 256, which will give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms all in all. Since we are dealing with a geometric sequence here, we are going to use the formula for finding the nth term of a geometric sequence. That's a sub n equals a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. So that is a sub n, the assumed last term, 256. So 256 is equal to 1 r. So r na lang siguro. Kasi di ba 1, ganun din naman yon. We don't write that. Raised to 5 minus 1. So 256 now is equal to r to the 4th. So you can use different ways and means to solve this. So you either express 256 to an exponential expression with an exponent 4, so which is 4 raised to 4, that's equal to r to the 4th, which will give us an r of 4. Or you can press your calculator and look for the fourth root of 256. We'll have something like this eh. And then we can cancel this. So we are left with R. And then if you press the fourth root of 256 in your calculator, you will also get 4. But since this is a geometric sequence, these are geometric means kasi, di ba? So we multiply. So 1 times 4 is 4. Times 4 is 16. Times 4 is 64. Times 4, that's 256. Check nyo lang para siguradong tama. And then, sabi daw, find the third geometric mean. So first, second, third. So that is 64A. Number 7. Find P so that the numbers 7P plus 2, 5P plus 12, 2P minus 1 form an arithmetic sequence. So, if this is the case, what we want to do is to copy everything first. Kopyahin ko muna. So, kokopyahin natin to. Lagay ko dito. Yan. P. And then, we choose a number here from A to D. Pili tayo. I-substitute natin dito. Tapos, tignan natin kung arithmetic yung mabubuo na sequence. So, start muna tayo sa A. So, gawin ko ganito 4A. So, we have 7 times negative 8 plus 2. We have 5 times negative 8 plus 12. And 2 times negative 8 minus 1. So, we have here negative 56 plus 2. We have here negative 40 plus 12. And we have negative 16 minus 1. So, negative 56 plus 2, that's negative 54. Ito na yung sequence. Negative 40 plus 12, that's negative 28. And then, negative 16 minus 1, that's negative 17. Sir, how do we know if an arithmetic sequence was formed? So, dapat may pattern. Tapos, dapat yung pattern consistent. So, we have 54 minus 28. So, 26. And then, 28 minus 17. That's 11. Hindi na ako naging masyadong particular dun sa sign. Kasi ang finocus ko na lang yung differences between the absolute values of the terms eh. And hindi nagparehas, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, hindi A. Let's try B. Negative 5. So, 4B. So, we have here 7 times negative 5 plus 2. 5 times negative 5 plus 12. And 2 times negative 5 minus 1. So we have negative 35 plus 2. We have negative 25 plus 12. And we have negative 10 minus 1. So we have here negative 33. Negative 25 plus 12, that's negative 13. And negative 11. Which obviously also is not an arithmetic sequence. So let us proceed for C. So we have C, that is negative 13. So that's 7 times negative 13 plus 2. 5 times negative 13 plus 12. And 2 times negative 13 minus 1. So 7 times negative 13, I don't know. 7 times 13, 91. That's negative 91. Negative 91 plus 2. 5 times negative 13, 5 times 13, 65. So that is, negative 65 plus 12. And then we have negative 26 minus 1. So this is negative 89. So this is now negative 53 and a negative 27. Let us check the differences now. So we have 89 minus 53, 36. And then we have 53 minus 27, 26. So, hindi pa rin. So, hindi na nag-ano yung A, hindi na nag-ano yung B, hindi nag-ano yung C. So, alam na natin dapat yung sagot D. Pero syempre, i-check pa din natin for the sake of ano lang, curiosity. So, for D. So, we have here 7 times negative 23 plus 2, 5 times negative 23 plus 12, and 2 times negative 23 minus 1. 7 times 23, negative 161 plus 2. So 5 times 23, that's 115. So negative 115 plus 12. And then we have here negative 46 minus 1. So this is negative 159. This is negative 103 and negative 47. So let us check the differences. So 159 minus 103, 56. 103 minus 47, also 56. So, ibig sabihin, di ba, yung difference nila, common. So, therefore, negative 23 is the value of P such that these numbers will form an arithmetic sequence. Number 8. Which term of the arithmetic sequence for negative 2, negative 5 is negative 29? So basically, ang tanong dito, pang ilan yung negative 29? Or, kung negative 29 yung pinaka-last na term dun sa sequence, ilan silang lahat? So, we will just simply use the formula for solving for the nth term of an arithmetic sequence. So, a sub n equals a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d. And we will be solving for n. So, a sub n is negative 29 equals a sub 1, that is 4, plus n, we do not know that yet, minus 1 times d. So, that obviously is negative 3. So just the same in our previous problems, we distribute negative 3 to the terms inside the parenthesis. So we'll have negative 29 equals 4 plus, that's minus 3n plus 3. See, diba? Negative times positive is negative. Negative times negative is negative. So, we can simplify things further. We can do 4 plus 3. So, negative 29 equals 7, 4 plus 3, minus 3n. Since we are solving for n, the term that contains n should be isolated on one side. So, we will have to transpose 7 to the other side. So, negative 29 minus 7, because that is from a positive, is equal to negative 3n. So, negative 36 is equal to negative 3n. So, we have to divide both sides by negative 3. So, we can cancel n. We can cancel negative 3 and we are left with n, which is equal to 12. So that is D, the 12th term. Number 9. What is the 6th term of the geometric sequence 2 over 25, 2 over 5, 2, and 10? So we will just use the formula for finding the nth term of a geometric sequence. So a sub n equals a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. So we do not know the 6th term yet. So that is a sub 6. So a sub 6 equals a sub 1. That's 2 over 25 times r. We do not know r. So what we want to do is to find r. But r is just calculated by dividing any two consecutive terms. So I'll use a sub 4 over a sub 3 for a simple reason that they are both whole numbers. Di ko gustong mag-divide ng fractions. Mahirap. So 10 over 2. So r is equal to 5. So, going back to our solution, this is 5 raised to 6 minus 1. So, we have here now 2. Ayusin ko nga. Tanggalin ko lang to ha. Lipat ko siya dito. 2 over 25 times 5 raised to 5. But what is 5 raised to 5? Wala na naman yung calcu. 5 raised to 5. 5. 3,125. So we have here 2 over 25 times 3,125. So you can do different things here. So you can solve for a sub 6. But we can, perhaps we can cancel these two. So 3,125 divided by 25, that's 125. So we are left with 125 here, which we will just multiply by 2. So a sub 6 is equal to 250. 250. Letter B. Or you can just continue the pattern. Alam na natin yung common ratio na 5, di ba? So 10 times 5, 50 times 5, 250. Pang-anim lang naman yung hinahanap, di ba? So pwede din yun. Para din na kayo mahirapan. O kagaya ng sinabi ko kanina, basta makukuha yung tamang sagot, okay yun. Last, the first term of an arithmetic sequence is 2, while the 18th term is 87. Find the common difference. So, arithmetic sequence siya. Use the formula for finding the nth term of an arithmetic sequence. So, a sub n equals a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d. 18th term is 87. So, 87, we will assume that to be the last term of the sequence. The first term is 2. Plus, from the problem, it was said that the 18th term is 87. So, if we assume that 87 is the last term, then we have 18 terms all in all. Minus 1 times d. So, we have 87 equals 2 plus 18 minus 1, that's 17d. Since we are solving for d, so what we want to do is to isolate the term that contains d on one side. Since may kasama siyang 2, transpose natin to the other side. So we'll have 87 minus 2 is equal to 17d. That's 85 equals 17d. So divide both sides by 17. So we can cancel 17 and we are left with d, which is 85 over 17, which is 5. So our answer is 5. That is C.